absolute value at all. I mean, there's the X and then there's the lines, but I don't know what that means.
I'm not really sure what it means either.
Come on, Mom, you can't even help me with my math?
Use the X and
You're 48 and you don't know how to do math?
the negative sign.
Hi, so you guys just moved in. Brought you some cupcakes, thought they'd be nice.
Oh, thank you. I'm just helping my son with his math homework.
Oh, I can see. Is he having trouble?
Yeah, a little bit.
I got this.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bud. Having trouble?
Yeah, these absolute values, I just don't understand them. Like, I have no idea what to do.
I know exactly what to do for absolute values. Alright, you just this one right here, you gotta start off strong. Alright, so an absolute value is the amount it takes to get back to 0 from a set value. So if you have the absolute value of -3, to get back to 0, it would be 3. So when you have an absolute value and it's set equal to something, you have to create two different parts of that problem. You have to have a negative side and a positive side. Now when you get that, you just work it out from there.
What about this one? I mean, this one, it's in a whole equation. How do you work it out when it's in an equation?
When you do that, you do the same thing. You flip the signs inside the absolute value so that you have two separate equations. And then you just work it out algebraically like you normally would.
Oh, so you just do it like two different equations, like, but you make this negative and this positive.
Exactly. So if you have absolute value of x minus 3 equals x plus 5, you switch the signs of the x and the 3, and you just keep it equal to x plus 5. Then you...
So then you work it out by adding 3, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so what about if it's in... Okay. So what about if there's an inequality in the equation? What do I do then?
The same thing. You flip the sign of the numbers inside of the absolute value, and then you also flip the sign. So you're going to end up with two equations again. So you're going to take the original equation, and then you're going to flip the sign and the sign of x and the sign and the greater than or less than sign in front of your other integers.
But what about if it's a less than equation? What do I do then?
For less thans, you take the number that your absolute value is less than is less than to. So in this case, if you have the absolute value of x is less than 5, you would take a -5 and you put it out front, keep the less than sign, write x, keep the less than sign again, up to your 5.
So then it's just like a double inequality and you solve it out like that.
Exactly, son.
Alright, so I understand how I did the equations, but what do I do about graphing it?
Well, it's basic. You start out with your absolute value, and if we have absolute value of x is equal to 0, all you do is plug in for x. So say you want to do 1, 2, and 3. You start out with 1, you plug it in, absolute value of 1 is 1. So you do that for all your numbers, and they should come out to themselves. Now, even if you want to go into the negatives, the absolute value of -1 is still 1. It's the amount it takes to get back to 0. All absolute value graphs are going to be in a V shape.
Oh, so like this, so if I graph this out, it'll just turn out like a V.
Exactly. Alright, glad we've helped you, bud.
Well, thank you so much for helping me with the mess, and thanks for the rice milk. I love rice milk.
No problem, guys. Hope you enjoy the rice milk. I gotta go.
Well, thank you for helping my son with his math homework, but I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name is Joe Absolute.